Good evening, folks. Welcome, or welcome back to Golem Telly. I am your host, the magical Mr. E. Now, it's Black Friday weekend, and there are only about 4 weeks to go until Christmas, so you really better get on with your Christmas shopping if you don't want to leave it too late. But if you're stuck for ideas and you can't think of what to buy, don't worry. The magical Mr. E is here to help. This is the Spring 1980 Argos Catalogue, and it's absolutely packed with brilliant gift ideas. We don't have a moment to lose. Let's take this over to camera 2 right now. Let's stick it under that retroscope and let's zoom in. All right then, here we go. Welcome back to camera 2 once again. And it's time to look at another Argos catalogue from the 1980s. And this time, it's the Spring 1980 edition. We're moving into a whole new decade here, folks. And our models on the cover are 100% ready for it. This lady here has got all the gear. She's got a suit and a hat and a shoulder bag. Who knows what's inside? Probably more goodies that you can pick up only from Argos at a discounted price. Argos, after all, is your discount choice. Don't forget it. Here's our main model looking right at you, staring right into your eyes, just like this camera with its auto zoom. And to complete the picture, you've got a watch over here on its side and a couple of suitcases, all together capturing the zeitgeist of that shift from the 1970s into the 1980s. And we're kicking things off here with some holiday gear, some reclining chairs, a couple of tables, and a parasol or two. And it's all being brought to life by these handsome ladies and gentlemen enjoying the sunshine. Note, everything is brown. That is a theme that I'm pretty sure is going to recur throughout this catalogue. Let's find out together. Here's a bit more outdoor furniture from Sun Pearl, and that's a fairly typical scene, isn't it? You've got the kiddywinks playing in the pool, you've got their mums watching on, and then you've got Dad in the middle with a tray of drinks. And a medallion, don't forget the medallion. And we're not done yet with the outdoor furniture. It is, of course, this spring catalogue, so people are starting to think about their holidays and wondering where they might go camping this year. Could it be the south of France? Could it be Switzerland? Who knows? But they're going to get their folding chairs from Argos and they're going to stick them in the back of the Volvo and then off they'll go. A couple of designs being dragged kicking and screaming from the 70s here. They won't like it in the 80s, I can promise you that. Hang on, is this guy already with someone new? He was with someone else on page 2, wasn't he? Oh no, sorry. My apologies. They're still together. That's good news. Good luck, you two. Well now, so this is actually quite progressive for 1980. It's not just Dad or Granddad doing the gardening. You've got Mum having a go too, in her jumpsuit. What they don't tell you here in this picture, however, is that he's expecting her to go in and make the roast dinner afterwards. Do you reckon she's going to do it? I'm not so sure. So there's a whole lot of mowing going on. You've got rotary mowers and hand mowers and electric cylinder mowers. I don't know the difference. I haven't got any grass to mow. My garden's just patio. It's the way I like it. Less maintenance. Nice selection of tools here and a freshly chopped log. Couldn't have done it without that Black & Decker. Let's see, what number is that? Number 16. A Black & Decker DN301 10-inch chainsaw. 1100 watt electric motor, visual oil level indicator, enables you to log, trim, prune and fell trees up to 20 inches in diameter. Recommended retail price £55, yours at Argos for just $36.99. A bargain. So quite a lot of gardening stuff at the beginning of the catalogue here. We won't dwell too long on any of it. If we do see anything interesting, we'll stop and have a look. What have we got here? These items convert to bed quilt. That's handy, isn't it? So a sleeping bag and a bed quilt all in one. And here are your lilos. You've got to have a lilo, right? That's cool, isn't it? You can fold it up into a sort of a bag thing and just carry it around with you. You'll need one of those as well. A Horton International foot pump, suitable for inflating airbeds. There's a tent and some backpacks and a man in a cagoule. Some cool boxes here, and they are cool. Want to go fishing? Everything you need is here. Tennis rackets, funny little pool tables. Oh, hang on, that's a mini snooker table, isn't it? Number 16. Got to find out more about this. Pot black woodstock, billiard stroke snooker table. Wood grain effect finish, covered in quality cloth with brassed corner plates. $89.99. That's quite dear, actually. There's Arnold Schwarzenegger, 5 times Mr. Universe and 6 times Mr. Olympia. Hold on one second. When we were looking at the spring 1984 catalogue a few weeks ago, I'm sure it said that he was either Mr. Universe or Mr. Olympia, I can't remember which one, but 7 times. So that means he wasn't winning it every year between 1980 and 1984. So who else was winning Mr. Universe or Mr. Olympia while Arnold Schwarzenegger was on the scene? I'll have to look that one up. You got some cutting equipment. What else you got here? Ladders. I mean, I can't imagine ladders have changed that much between 1980 and today. Paintbrushes, spanners, saws. Yeah, we've got it all, but it's not very exciting. So let's fast forward to some of the more fun stuff. Okay, there's a roof rack. That's going to fit any car. And a very proud looking doggy in the back there. Is that really necessary? Oh God. How much brown is there on this double page spread? Look at it. Okay, a bit of hi-fi furniture here and some, what's this? Some trolleys for bringing in your cakes and whatnot. What's going on here? Who is the fairest of them all? Is that a Yellow Pages under there? Yeah, look. That's where you'd keep them in the old days, on a wire rack underneath the mirror in your hallway. You don't know what a Yellow Pages is, do you, kids? Ask your granddad. Okay, are you tempted by any of these knickknacks over here? Number 21, set of 3 clown figurines. Hang on a minute. Who buys clown figurines to put inside their house? Everybody hates clowns. You know that. I know it. So why are they selling these? They're horrible. Some curtains, boring. Some duvet covers, boring. And some duvets, I mean, still boring, but they are doing their best to try and liven it up a little bit. My goodness me. Lots of brown here to have to try to make interesting. And again, they're giving it their best shot. I might show that to my girlfriend. She says she wants some kind of animal print duvet cover. She did say specifically leopard skin, but I'm sure I could tempt her with a Bengal tiger. More dangerous floor heaters. Now I reckon this perfectly captures the pivot between the 70s and the 80s. That is the most 70s vacuum cleaner in the world. That's what they're going to look like in the 80s. Okay, this is all pretty humdrum stuff, isn't it? Oh, drum. Washing machine. Want to hang your clothes out on a clothesline? Fine, you can do. No problem. We can help you make that happen. Well, hello. Outdoor lights, indoor lights. Yeah, come on, this is a bit dull, isn't it? Come on, let's race to the toy section. Yep, spotlights. Told you my track lighting story in the last one. This is not worth dwelling on for too long. Lots of brown and yellow, though. And more. Different shade of brown, though, from the previous page, mostly. And yeah, a whole selection of different browns, and even an orange or two. But mostly brown. Pots, they're all the same to me. I've only got 2 saucepans myself. I don't need any more than that. Blenders. Is that a blender? I don't know, you tell me. Let me know in the comments. Some very groovy toasters there, and a toasted sandwich maker. Nice. Making me feel hungry. A hostess trolley. Have you got one of those? Do you want one? Nah, me neither. Sewing machines. Ooh, tanning machines. Hair drying machines. I think they call them hair dryers. I don't have one. Yeah, lots and lots of ways to make yourself look like a Charlie's Angel. Brute 33. Essential. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Ashtrays and lighters. Number 15. The Kingsway Onyx Smokers set comprises matching gas table lighter and ashtray, and a great big cigar just waiting to be enjoyed. I wonder what they're saying to each other. Use your imagination there. Okay, jewellery boxes. Okay, come on, let's get to the fun stuff now. This is getting a little bit dull. Here's the jewellery section. This was at the beginning of the catalogue in 1984, but here they've stuck it towards the back. Don't know why. Some very swanky digital watches. What's this one over here? A Bulova Gents LCD multifunction alarm watch. Stainless steel case and bracelet, blah blah blah. Suggested retail $89.50, our price $49.99. Blimey, that's a bargain. And there's an Amiga, which is disappointingly cheap at £119. I thought they were worth a fortune. I've got an Amiga and I'm very proud of it, but I thought it was worth more than that. Oh well, who cares? More digital watches, definitely entering the digital age. Okay, clock radios with a wood grain finish. And some carriage clocks, and a clock for the wall if you want one. Okay, it might be starting to get a little bit more interesting now. We've got some calculators. There's a Commodore calculator. Check that out, folks. Number 5, Commodore P50 Programmable Scientific Calculator. Up to 24 key step program. £10.99. I didn't even know Commodore did calculators, but I do now. I kind of miss the days when radios looked like that. A bunch of numbers illuminated in green, medium wave and FM illuminated in red, and this little stick thing here that you could move from left to right with its little dial here. Oh no, hang on, that one. That's for tuning, that's for volume and tone. What's the cheapest looking radio here? This one here, the Binatone Thunderbird. Medium wave that way, long wave that way. It's a solid state apparently. What's that mean? Okay, even more clock radios here, most of which appear to have either a stainless steel or a wood grain finish. And we've got some portable stereos here. Let's see what they're listening to. There's an ABBA tape. Can't quite work out the rest. Oh, more ABBA. And here are these portable tape recorders that you'd use to load games into your Spectrum or your Acorn Electron. Yep, nothing too exciting there. That's got a proper 80s look about it, hasn't it? Nice, big, chunky, satisfying buttons. I'd like to press them right now. Lots of awesome looking music centers here. What's this one here? Amstrad. You're fired. An Amstrad compact separate system. That's interesting. It's like a big jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? More record players and radios. Blimey, you were spoiled for choice back then, weren't you? Lots of black and white TVs here, all showing Concorde landing or taking off. I can't tell which it is. I think it's landing. And we can have a nose here at more of people's record collections. There's the Grease soundtrack on tape. I got chills. They're multiply. Oh, look. Here we go. This suddenly got a whole load more interesting. Your Atari 2600, or we just call that the VCS, right? Hang on. Let's be precise about this. The Atari Video Computer System. Okay. The use of microprocessor circuitry, blimey, they're really selling it to you, allows many varied and complex games to be played. You can even challenge the computer. It usually wins. Not against me, it doesn't. Each cartridge instructs the computer to display a totally different game, which can have as many as 50 variations. I liked Combat with all its different variations. I used to play that with my friend Tristan, who lived round the corner, and we used to love it. Oh my God. Yeah, look, there you go. Combat. Each unit comes complete with one 27-game cartridge, Combat, and 2 sets of remote controllers. Well, they call them remote controllers, but you still have to plug them in, right? Look at these archaic-looking things from Binatone. 4+2 black and white TV game. You can play tennis, squash, squash practice, or football. Squash practice. And this is the colour version, right? How much is that? $15.99? It's very cheap, isn't it? Optional handgun available separately. See item number 3. And there it is. The Binatone Photocell electronic gun enables target games to be played. Oh, and this is Merlin, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, Palitoy Merlin handheld electronic games machine. Ooh, and some Mattel electronic handheld games. There's Battlestar Galactica, look. Number 9. Battlestar Galactica Space Alert handheld electronic game. Computer-controlled alien raiders attacking. It is up to you to intercept. Awesome. What's this one here? How do you know what's going on? What's it called? Auto Race. Computer-controlled cars come straight at you. Steer, change gear, avoid collisions, beat the clock, and hear the victory sound. Tin Can Alley was amazing. Didn't these cans kind of pop off the fence? I can't remember. Let's see. Number 11. Ideal Tin Can Alley electronic target shooting game. Simulated Winchester repeater rifle fires a beam of light which, when accurate, will send a tin can target flying into the air. That's amazing. What a fantastic toy. I don't recognise that. Electronic Intercept. Search and destroy game for 2 players with the sounds and lights of galactic warfare. Oh, but this thing I do recognise. What's that? Number 14. The Little Professor. There he is. The electronic learning aid. Not a calculator and more than a toy to make learning fun. Now check this out, all these board games and more. I mean, there's the obvious stuff like Scrabble and Operation and Perfection. Oh, Perfection was hideous to play. It used to drive us absolutely nuts. That ticking thing, oh my God. Connect 4, Twister. And this thing was amazing, the Starbird. Wow, number 3. MB Electronics Starbird, the amazing spaceship with realistic engine sounds simulating acceleration and deceleration. It was superb, that thing. And it looks awesome. Looks like a Y-Wing fighter from Star Wars, doesn't it? A bit. What's this one over here? Test Match. I had that, but not at the time. I picked it up at a car boot sale, I think, in the 90s, I guess. And I used to play it with my cousin. And we had a good laugh playing that. It was brilliant. These were fun. Kerplunk and Jaws and Buckaroo, same sort of principle really. The Jaws one was good. I think you had to very carefully pick bits of rubbish out of his mouth. You could pretend to be Richard Dreyfuss. So lots of Scalextric sets here, and some trains as well, some Hornby trains. Used to love these loop-the-loop Matchbox tracks. You'd make the longest track that you could with as many pieces as you could find and sellotape one end of the dining room table and let your cars go. Some very early Lego sets here. Number 30. I desperately wanted number 30, and I think I only got number 20. I was a bit grumpy about it. Brilliant police station. I think I had that one too. And this one here. What was the number here? Number 928, set number 928. That was it. Let's see what they say. Oh, Lego 928 Space Cruiser set. That's all they say. But anyway, we know what that is. And I had this motorized set as well with its caterpillar tracks. Yeah, I remember that. Blimey, that's a flashback. Number 13, Lego 107 Complete Motor Set. The 107, that's the bus that goes from Elstree all the way to Edgware. Stock car smash up. I feel like I remember that, but I'm not sure. Ooh, a Meccano set. Damn, I'm pretty sure I had that too. I was a lucky boy. What have we got here? Ah, Action Man. Brilliant. Now these two things were incredible. This and this, oh my goodness me. Okay, all right, calm down, Jez. Let's approach this carefully. Right, now this is a superb spread. Look at what we've got here. Action Man from Palitoy. There's the Pursuit Craft, and this thing was amazing. The training tower, do you remember? Easy to assemble kit, includes rope ladder and climbing net. 35.5 inches tall, blimey. Crumbs, I had so much of this stuff. Definitely had this guy, I've still got him actually upstairs somewhere. He's your helicopter pilot, and I had this one here as well, the Eagle Eye Soldier. And I'm pretty sure I had this guy as well. Number 7, the Cherry Lee Jeep and Trailer with operating winch and tow hook. And I guess it includes that figure. This looks ace, doesn't it? Jet Fighter from Cherry Lee. Single-seater plane with retractable undercarriage. Now here's Darth Vader, that's the 15-inch version. Interesting that there are no Star Wars figures here at all. The only thing from the whole Star Wars range was this one here, number 11, the X-Wing Fighter. The 1984 catalogue was a bit more impressive when it came to Star Wars figures. You can check that out if you want. Just check my other videos. This garage over here. The Toy Works 3-tier garage. Hand-operated lift, exit ramp, and 2 petrol pumps. The Professionals, what's this? A Crime Buster kit, number 15. Contents include breakdown rifle with cap firing action and a real camera. Wow. Now that's a Stretch Hulk. Remember Stretch Armstrong? Well, this was a variant, Stretch Hulk. He will stretch up to 4 times his normal size. Well, his normal height apparently is 13 inches, so does that mean he will stretch as far as 52 inches? I find that very hard to believe. I think we've peaked, folks. Here we've got some, what's this stuff? Styling Boutiques, Girls World, yes, Cindy, Tiny Tears, oh, Tiny Tears. Do you remember Withnail and I? Palitoy Tiny Tears Baby Doll, drinks, cries, and wets her nappy. What was Ralph Brown's mate called in Withnail and I? Presuming Ed. He's working on a prototype right now. Oh dear. Swings. No roundabouts? Ooh, a space hopper. Number 9, the Corgi Hulk Hopper. How much fun could you have with that? We're almost done, guys. There's that blinking telephone, do you remember? Oh, and this thing. What do you call that? Number 6. Roly-poly chime ball. Ugh. Rock to hear chimes sound and see animals move. Watertight. And floats. Oh, a Clatterpillar. Damn, I remember this. Ugh, look at that horrible Jack-in-the-Box thing. Jack pops up squeaking. That's nightmare material right there, isn't it? Okay. I don't think I gave this page the credit it deserves. This is quite cool. Some dim, distant memories. All right, and some more dim and distant memories being brought back to life, being revived here. Number 5, the Play Family Garage from Fisher-Price with elevator, turntable for parking cars, and ramp. Yeah, another classic toy. Magna Doodle there. And yeah, we've got some pens, some film for your camera, some cameras. And yeah, look, we're pretty much done here, I think, folks. And ooh, some binoculars. Now they could come in handy. Could keep an eye on what they're doing down the road at number 33. And some more brown luggage here. That's great, isn't it? We started with holidays and we're ending with holidays. Okay, and there's your index and a reminder that you get discount prices on everything. Here's the back cover. Once again, there's a handy list of all the branches. How many in London? 3. New Oxford Street, Old Bond Street and Old Street. I remember that one in New Oxford Street. That was just opposite where Forbidden Planet used to be for a while. Anyway, that's a story for another time. Well, that's it, folks. All done. And if you don't know what you want for Christmas now, then I don't think you ever will. Righty-ho then, let's head back over to camera 1 and wrap things up for tonight. Okay, now I know exactly what I'm going to be getting everyone for Christmas, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much for joining me again tonight. I really do appreciate it. If you could like and share this video, that would be very sweet of you. And if you could subscribe to Golem Telly if you haven't done so already, well, that would be the icing on the cake. I'll be back 3 or 4 days from now with yet another show. In the meantime, please enjoy the rest of your evening, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Evening shadows deep.